We got some pretty early sneaker news for you. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. And you're probably wondering, how are you going for 3 days in a row? It is Gigamas. We are posting every day for the next week, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified every time I post for the next week. And then after this week, we will be posting 2 times a week to continue our momentum on YouTube. But with this year coming to an end, there is a lot of sneaker news coming out for 2023 releases, and we're going to talk about those in this video today because there are some pretty cool sneakers that possibly might be dropping in 2023. So we're going to start with this sneaker right here because we have the most information on the shoe, and it's a good possibility it maybe doesn't release. There's also a really good possibility that it also can release as well in 2023. We're going to be talking about the CPFM Air Flea 1. Not the Grinches. You guys have seen the Overgrowns or whatever you want to call them. Those released last week or so, and they're not hitting that well on the market, but the Air Flea 1s, the original colorway to this, are hitting for like $1,800 to $2,000. So we kind of need to see a release of this shoe. I think this one is 10 times better than the Overgrown. It's just such a good shoe, and the fact that it hasn't released yet is kind of sketchy, and I'm pretty sure we might not see it, but I have hope that it will release in 2023. But yeah, there's tons of early pairs on the market, so it's one of those pairs that we really just don't know yet. They've already produced pairs of all these early pairs are out. I'm not really sure, but I really like the sneaker. But since we know this one probably won't be coming out, let's just move on to the next sneaker because I don't want to hold you guys up on a sneaker that's probably not going to come out. And this next one is for sure most likely coming out, and we're going to be talking about the Spider-Man Origin Story Part 2. This one is getting so much hate on the internet for no reason. It's not a shoe that I would pick up or wear, but I don't think it deserves this much hate. It almost just looks like a Chicago with a few just different kind of paneling makeups. I don't think it looks that bad. People are just hating on it. So with the Origin Stories, did you guys expect it to be as good as the original? Like, why would you? You never expect something to be as good as the original. Virgil's wife was recently seen on like an Instagram post wearing the off-white Jordan 4 Bread. Yes, I said that correctly. We could maybe be seeing the off-white Jordan 4 Bread release as early as next year. This is once again not a confirmed release, but they're good sneakers that have a good potential to drop just because of all the news coming out around these shoes, and obviously there are samples. So the fact that there even is a sample of this Jordan 4 off-white Bread gives me hope, and I know there's definitely samples out there for the museums and stuff that they've been in, but the fact that someone is wearing a pair gives me so much hope that we might see this shoe, as this is one of the most iconic off-white sneakers of all time. The Air Jordan 4 Off-White Sail. Everybody adores this shoe. The fact that we might be seeing another iteration of this in 2023 is absolutely insane, and I cannot believe it because people have been raving and raging over this Off-White Jordan 4 Bread that's been leaked on the internet for a while now. So, and a lot of people are saying there's a ton of Off-White shoes that got the approved check already and they're down the pipeline to come through in 2023, and I am hoping this one is on this list so bad because we need another Off-White Jordan 4. Maybe there's a reason it didn't come out. Maybe he didn't want it to come out, and if he never wanted it to come out, and I hope it stays that way. I hope this is not a sneaker we get, but it is a sneaker that most sneakerheads want. And her wearing the shoe should give us a lot of hope for it coming out in 2023. So let's just keep our hands together and pray that this sneaker comes in 2023. This next sneaker is actually an Off-White too. It's actually a collection of Off-White shoes. So maybe you guys have been on Instagram and you know what I'm talking about, but let's talk about those right now. This is another Off-White sneaker, or sneakers that you've definitely seen on Instagram recently if you're not living under a rock. At the Art Basel in Miami, they had so many pair of the Off-White Air Forces, never before seen colorways. And once again, the fact that they said there are sneakers in the pipeline for the Off-White line for this next year coming out, and the fact that they're even releasing these Off-Whites at the end of the month should give us some hope, guys, that we are getting new Off-White sneakers and amazing Off-White sneakers for this next year. I'm gonna go over a few of my favorite right here, and I'll pop them up on screen and talk about them just because this is the last sneaker on this list. And these are like the only sneakers that we kind of have any information on for this year. So let's just talk about these real quick. So this maroon one right here, it's definitely not my favorite, but for some reason I don't hate it. I could actually see myself wearing this. Personally, my favorite out of any of the Off-White Air Forces is the MCAs. Unfortunately, I sold my pair. I'm not hating on it. I think it's actually kind of fire. I could definitely see myself wearing it. But this pair right here, this blue with the black midsole, oh my gosh, this blue MCA color with a black midsole is absolutely insane. If this one released, give me 10 pairs minimum. I need them. They're just definitely on my list to pick up. And this one right here is absolutely so fire. You know what it reminds me of? It gives me like Off-White 4 vibes. It's like a tan kind of sailish pair, but it's leather. But it's absolutely crazy to me. So it's like, the fact that these were all made and sampled and things like that should give you hope. And I know I said we should have some hope coming up for this next year for Off-White, and we really should. All right, this next one probably isn't the best, but just in my head, it's definitely the best in this whole list. The orange Off-White Air Force, absolutely crazy to me. I think it's one of the coolest ones on this list because there's just not that many good orange sneakers. I'm gonna stop rambling on and let you guys go on with your day. This was day 3 of Gigamas. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and ring the bell because we are posting so much and you guys don't want to miss a video. But with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.